What is a storybook? A storybook is about building out a world around your stories so that your story doesn't exist on its own. Imagine putting in the work to make a story, create and add all these characters, go through all these events with them, and then it just ends. A storybook fixes that. Let's create one. From the homepage, click Storybooks on the top ribbon. Then click the Create Storybook button. We'll begin by providing some basic details. Here, you'll need to provide a title and a description for your storybook. Don't worry, while both of these are required, if you're feeling stuck or just need a little bit of inspiration, simply click Generate and we'll suggest a title, description, and even a genre for you. You're welcome to add a genre and tags if you want to give your storybook a little more flair, though these fields are completely optional. Feel free to use the magic wand icon to generate content for any of these fields, or all of them. The choice is entirely up to you. Next, upload or generate a cover image to give your storybook a unique look. This image will be displayed on the tile and in the header, and will be the prime visual representation of your storybook on the platform, so make it good. Finally, set the visibility. Choose between public, unlisted, or private, depending on who you want to share your story with. If you'd like, you can also enable collaboration or accept contributions from others. Both of these settings are flexible and can be changed later in your storybook settings. Once everything looks good, let's move ahead by clicking Next. Now let's add some characters to your world. If you've already created characters, you'll see them in the Your Characters list. Just click on a character tile to add them to your storybook. Want to add someone new? Click Create Detailed Character to dive into the character creation menu, where you can bring a brand new persona to life. For quick additions, just enter a name and hit Quick Add. You can always edit your character's details later. You'll notice that upon story creation, we also automatically generate a few new characters to help bring your world to life. Optionally, you can select a persona guide. Personas help shape the tone and style of your story, perfect for keeping your voice consistent. Don't worry, you're not locked in. You can always choose a persona when you create a new story within your book. When your cast is ready, click Next. Time to add more depth with story elements. Elements flesh out your world. Think locations, items, or even special events. Once they're added, these elements will be available as information and context within your stories. Start by selecting an element type. For example, location. If you need inspiration or guidance, check out the element type guide at the bottom of the page. Give your element a name and provide a description to set the scene. Each element type will accept additional specific information and further details. For example, for locations, you can add specifics like population, climate, and size. You can create as many elements as you'd like, and you can always edit them later or add more as your world develops. Once you're happy with your world building, click Create Storybook. This is your home page for the storybook you just made, and where you'll have an eagle-eyed view over every aspect. Ready to dive right into creating? Click Explore. The exploration map may take some time to load as the recommendations get generated. Read the loading screen tips for valuable pointers related to the platform. On the exploration map, you can find suggestions for stories to create within your new storybook. You'll notice that the suggested stories incorporate the world elements and characters that you provided while creating your storybook. That is the power of the Storybook AI platform. Take some time on this page to review the suggested stories and characters. You can implement them as is, or use them as inspirational starting points for your own new creations. Let's quickly look at what else your dashboard can do. Under Stories, you can view or add new stories to your storybook. For characters, view, edit, remove them, or easily add new ones. You can even chat with them. World Lore holds all of your building blocks, view existing elements, or launch the world builder for more creative freedom. Collaborators lets you invite others to participate, setting their permissions as needed. And finally, in settings, you're able to fine-tune your Storybooks details, cover image, and more. Now that the Storybook is created, it's time to start exploring and interacting. Let your imagination run wild, and happy storytelling.